It's time for an adventure, you know? Adventures, they're fun. They're cool. They require exploration. And just going out into that world of yours and saying, I'm gonna do something. I'm not gonna be that boring, stay-at-home person. As we can't really go around and have adventures in real life at the moment due to the coronavirus pandemic and all that. It's much better to stay home unless you have a very good reason why to go out. But anyway, adventures are still fun because video games are trying to recreate this. Could you imagine this on your own? Tall spruce trees just looming around, and kind of animals darting from the shadows. Believe me, if we had the RTX lighting engine, which doesn't exist on Java, and my computer definitely wouldn't be able to handle it if it did, but if I had a computer, let's say, that could handle it, we had RTX on. Believe me, just think of how all the shadows would be looking. It'd be really cool. Make a very different kind of game. And that's what they're trying to do. They're trying to make it look as much like real life as possible. It can be done. It's just hard because you need a very good graphics card to try and simulate that. And today we're not looking for a very high-end graphics card. We can't find one of those in the actual game. No, we're looking for just a simple trail of smoke, actually, from a village. For that's what we're looking for. We're looking for a nice old spruce village. I've tried this a few times already. They haven't really seemed to work. So I just run through spruce forest, trying to say weird analogies, and hope I get something. It's just what you have to do these days. You want content, you just have to try. Put some effort in. Try and get it done. Good thing about the spruce forest is it has its own food source without having to spend countless hits trying to slay an animal and then realize the food's only cold. It isn't even cooked. Here you can just, when you need it, and if you need it, you get some sweet berries. We also have doggies here, but no bones, no show. No nothing. Today, Mr. Dog. So this biome seems quite large, this taiga. I'm just trying to work out different ways to go around it. As in through it, actually. As in different ways to go through it. So that only its biome we go through. As in going through this biome. I'm probably saying it in the wrong form. Or making some grammatical error, you know. You gotta have good grammar for it. Otherwise, what are you? But we also need some good food, so berries will do that. Okay, just berries on that side. We just eat up, and then we can heal up. That's what I say. Eat up, and then you can... Ooh! What have we found here? Fourth time's the charm. Look at this lovely, lovely place where we can just set up by the campfires. By the campsite. Hello, good sirs. How are you? I am here to learn your skills in tool crafting, on weapon making, which apparently you guys have learned. Hello, good sir. I would like to learn your ability in animal training. And look at this house. This is my favorite house in the entire Taiga Villages. It literally has a campfire in its roof. So anyway, now we have found a settlement and some settlers. We need ourselves to have a place to learn. We seem to have a man who wants to become a mason, but is glitching into some blocks. There we go. There we go. He is our mason. And as we walk through this place, we see the noble giants defending these lands. The Iron Golem. Now, we will soon create our own bed. And have our own campsite. But here is the main campground. You know? Kind of like a home for away from home. Even though home will not be very far away from here. For this is our base camp, our ground, our place. They are supplying us with stuff they don't need themselves. They are nice peoples. Peoples we should not underestimate. As they work long and hard. Look at all these campfires. They're such a good block. Why do I like them so much? I've only liked them since they changed their texture, I have to say. We're not stealing any beds from them. We're going to go into the mines, and we're going to do our job ourselves. We're going to go into the mines. We may have to sleep in their bed, but then we will make our own simple tent lean-to. Because we'll live by a farm. Hey, look, it's a baby. Just look at these places. We live by the... Apparently this village goes near the sea, actually. So we can just live by the sea. Oh, look at the dolphins. Camping by the sea. Who else would just love it? Camping by the sea. Finding out we have emeralds. That's nice. So we may be able to start our own farm. See, they already got one here. Look, there's even a composter. Gotta like a composter. And anyway, we seem to have our basic wood. We have some tools already. Let's go and get set up, you know. We need to set up. Because who would we be if we didn't set up? They set up. They did this years upon years ago. Generations of villagers past. They went down to get their resources. They went up to get their resources. They went and got their resources. They built houses from cobblestone and spruce wood. And they did this. And I want to learn from them. For they are our past, our present, and our future. Aren't you, Mr. Farmer? I may have to see if I can get you to change your trades. Maybe just asking nicely will help. Ah, look. There seems to be some underground architecture down there. Maybe a nice cave. Let's explore. I'm taking Minecraft as if it is an adventure, because Minecraft's meant to be an adventure. There seems to be a skeleton. First of all, we need some coal to start up our campsite. We also need some stone to make a furnace, really, because we will probably need our furnace. We're gonna live on the outskirts of this lovely town. And hey, there is a problem. Down into this town, water should flow. Down into this ravine, water should flow. That's what it says. Because there was a water glitch. Water should not be glitching. Water should just be water. Water is water. A source from which we drink. For that is the purpose of water. To flow forever. Until water no more. Look at all this iron we have found. This will go nicely in the house. Or actually not the house, the camp. Or is life really just a house? Or can life be more interesting? Be campground? Life to ask what life really is. When you know the ways of life, life shall know too the ways of you. And there seems to be another nice house down here. Look at this. Randy, there's a whole other part of the ravine down here. And I saw a foe a-wandering. I saw a foe a-wandering down to the, what direction? Oh, he's dying. He's dying. There's no point in me saying that he's wandering and he's dying. He just walked into lava. Which was kinda stupid. But we shall first explore this house here, and free its entrance for our villagers. For when the tree grew round, it did not expect humility to be found. And it shall be the end of the day, so I will retreat to these men's camp. Retreat to the camp of the ones who went to the hall to settle a rest on my first day. Sweet dreams, everyone. Now we have met the campers of old. We must learn to be campers of new. First we must find our spot. We will not be leaving the campground or their campground by far, but by enough to be separate. First I shall free the smoke from its eternal cage, and let it rise high, full signals in the air. Be what fade. To take a turn, go along down the road. To take a left, to the pathway's end. To find a tree, chop it down. To get our wood, that is our friend. For here is a place our campground can begin. To later a castle, or city. Sorry, I'm just trying to speak in a better language. I'm trialing it. First of all, this is just now we just go back to the basics. Crafting basics. In a good campground, you must be able to craft stuff. Because otherwise, how are you meant to get by? We're gonna set up somewhere around here. Put our bench down there. Then get one more log in a planks, in a sticks. Get it 3 sticks. And 3 logs for our campfire. Will keep us warm in our old days. We just need to find a centering point for our fire to glow. Glow it must, for here it lay. For now, not much unchanged. But in future's time, a difference we meet. For now, our lean-to must build. And our hearth for us begin. Well, now it is a good time, now we've got our campfire down, to actually do some smelty stuff, you know? Do some smelty stuff. I also need a bit more stone, because I don't really want to rob anything from the lovely villager houses. I don't really want to take anything from them, because they're the experts, they're the artisans. I don't want to disrupt this man making his iron axes. Because that is cool. I don't really want to be that kind of bad disruptor guy. Who's the, kind of semi-villain. So what I'm just gonna do is I'm just gonna build my own pseudo kind of campground place. Get a bunch of storage, like barrels and stuff. Get a bed. Just do some stuff. We also need one more cobblestone. I'll explain why one more cobblestone is good for our campground. First, we're gonna kind of make. I kind of think I'd like a kind of little lean-to. kind of built in the same style as this thing, with like rows of logs and stuff, with stuff through the center. And I should have probably got my oh, what am I being killed by? And we got him, we got him, we got him. And there's another one. Great. And two of you. And zombies. Okay, apparently we're now just fighting mobs. I swear there's more of them. Yep, there's more of them in there. Yeah, I'm running. Oh no, I'm dead. How did that happen? I placed a block and the zombies happened to glitch into the where I placed it. Now, where am I? Not down here. I'm probably closer to my campground. This is about as far away from the ground as it gets on one of the two planes. What I mean now, I mean the x positive x to negative x plane to the positive z negative z plane. Somewhere along there. It's somewhere about here where everything went wrong. Yeah, it's in there. Just gonna kill them from here. There. They can't win for long. See, they have not won. I came back and I killed them all. What? Sometimes there could be people who threaten your campground. If someone threatens your campground, you must destroy them. For the campground is a matter of serenity and peace. And 3 stone, which I need. Okay, I also have iron now. What do I need from iron? I need a few things from iron. I just can't remember what. Obviously, you mean like iron tools and armor, but I'm not going to do that in this video just because I want to kind of do a more SETI-uppy vibe. Anyway, for now, all we need to do is really this. We got our 3 stone, we got our 1 iron. Gonna make our own personal stone cutter. We're not stealing one from that mason. We just need one of these for, yeah, that. We'll probably need more stone, but for now we'll just get our lean-to-y kind of bit, and I kind of want to have some of that. Which means we'll make an axe to get a bit more wood. Probably need 1 more tree's worth, and we'll probably need a good place to put it. I'll just remove this tree. Because, yeah. Because as well as needing the tree for being a tree, as in for the logs, we also need some sticks and planks. How many of those do we have? We need we need at least 4 fence posts. Get 3 there. Another one of that will turn into enough sticks for us to get a lot more. And there we go. We get enough there for there, and that will make 6. And then we get our fence posts over here, and we can make our little kind of lean-to-y tent thing. We'll go with sideways facing logs. We'll just put that dirt there. Okay, that's a bit far away. We'll need to get a bit closer to our thing. We'll build it we're back at the campground. It's a new day in our world. See, it's a new day. And we kind of need to make our kind of little basey lean-to thing. I kind of like that as an idea. So then we go across like that. Then get rid of that. Do the same on the other side. So then we can get that kind of log vibe, you know? This tree is now starting to get in the way, so we can just use it to help us out. Right, will help us with our work at becoming proper settlers. We need to cut down some logs to make our shelter. We don't want to live off other inhabitants. That would be rude because they have already done their surviving. It is their fruits of their labor that they should enjoy. It's just basic etiquette, I'd say, social etiquette. But their descendants, who haven't earned the rewards, may face different times. I recommend for a kind of lean-to tent thing a one-block center. Because we're kind of going to make it look like it was a natural clearing over here. Because we're having to cut down trees, so we should be putting that to some good use to make the foliage less dense. I was thinking of moving the campfire one block. And growing a few giant trees to make it look better. You know? Everyone gotta love a giant tree. And obviously we're gonna have to put in a flooring, which is probably just gonna be a bit of like mossy stuff. For mossy looks good. And then we can kinda have like a door kinda thing. Gonna be a little like tent like thing. So we'll just need about one more wood to get it done. We want it to kinda look rough housed. With people that'll live there. Not using it as like a home, as more a temporary place. And hey, we got a friend now. We got a friend. He can live out here with us. Because we're not out of village boundaries in the game rules, so the game dictates that guy can become a mason. Now I accidentally went into there. Wasn't the best. But here we got our basic lean-to structure. Just needs a bit of supports, doesn't it? So we can kind of just put those up. Ah, it was actually over there. I was one block out. Sorry about you, campfire. I'm gonna have to move you. Oh, you're just giving me charcoal, which I can then use to reconstruct one of you. Later on, once we get our wheat farm going, we can consider a hay bale as an investment. So we'll want the center of our grounds to be in the same center piece as the center of the ground, the center of this here. We'll go 3 blocks out, and that puts it there, which is good. So we have our campfire point, our center there. We're gonna now need to make this look a bit more rough-housed and used. We're also gonna need to take some of our iron here, make some shears, and get our bed. We can't live off villagers for too long, and sheep should be somewhere. Oh yeah, I'll just go and get some sheep, do a bit more decorating, you know, off-camera decorating. And then we'll be good, you know, we'll be good. Well, what you think of my lodge? It's done kind of beginning state, you know? We got our nice lean-to tanny thing made of wood. I like that, you know, it's potted and stuff. We got our bed in place now. We got a little smoky furnace half thing, you know, where we can just cook stuff. There's also another campfire in there just to act as smoke. If you come with me into the village, I can demonstrate where this has been used before. Because it is a very good technique. And in fact, I'm borrowing it from my favorite villager house. It should be somewhere over there. We saw it quite early on. That's why I said I like this place so much. Because there's one house. And his resident. Oh, are you kidding me, villager? Why are you doing that? The problem with the tiger village, they keep getting stuck in the trapdoors. Ah, yes, the butcher house. As you can see, there is smoke in there. And there is our butcher man himself. Look at him there. And as you can see up here, there's a campfire. It was quite nice because it's making the smoker look like the smoke from the smoker is becoming, you know, like a campfire. It's a really lovely place to live in Tiger Village. It's kind of wholesome. You got stacks of pumpkins everywhere, sweet berries, which brings us on to the last thing, sweet berries. They're important, you know. So I'm actually going to scoop up quite a lot of the berries here and do the berry tactics of what you want to do if you want to have some berries. And create the first semi-industrial thing. Because a campsite gotta have food, gotta eat. And we also not die. Because you don't want to die. It's just bad. It's bad for you, you know. Berries are harmful, or can hurt you and can help you. Gonna need a bit of more wood to get our message across. We actually will do a kind of temporary little design over at the site with what wood we have. Obviously, I'm not going to dip into my house because that would be a bit rude. Let's just go to the bedside table. Yes, we have a bedside table. That's kind of a joke. But let's get a nice bit of land over here, maybe. Actually, where's flat? Unfortunately, this place isn't very flat. Is it just the Tiger or is it Tiger Hills? We're just in the Tiger. The Tiger is apparently very uneven. Okay, this bit is more even. If we just remove this tree. There. Should be able to create a nice bit of even land. We'll run next to the path, you know? Running next to the path, we just plant a lot of berries. In rows. Here, see, row. You just get your row of berries there. Berries don't hurt when you swallow. And we have another row of berries up here. Then, we put slabs on the berries. See, that one's already dangerous. See, slabs on berries works. The more slabs you get, if you put the slabs on top of the berries, they don't hurt no more. Which meant things are good. Let's just make some more slabs. 18 should do. And then we just get our safe berry bushes. Where we make our little kind of berry farm. It's only a little design. The only thing needs to do is work. So if it works, good. Our berries over there to grow. And then we'll just have a nice supply of berries. Eventually we'll actually need them when we level up our butcher villager. Because obviously once those villagers have taught us how to survive, we'll give them a little lesson in the survival guide as well. Student becoming the master. All that talk.